Hi parents, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking to parents, school owners about how to teach a child to read. And yes, before I move on, I want to say a very big thank you for staying consistent to this channel. I know most of you have been following my channel from the beginning. So I really want to, the concern here is that I want to explain what the reading series is all about. So you can be able to guide your child through my channel in learning how to read. Sincerely, just watching this channel, your child will be able to read. Okay, so the first thing first, my name is favourtheteacher and you're welcome. So when you want to teach a child to read, whether you are a school owner, you are a parent, a teacher, someone who is educationally inclined, whatever, like reading, teaching children is your passion, right? So you want to get it right from the beginning. All you need to do is, the first thing is, please do not go through the old traditional method of teaching a child to write A, B, C, D, or to say or recite A, B, C, D. That's because the alphabet A, can you see? The alphabet A, like this, has a phonic sound called what? A. That is the A and the E. When you join them together, it comes what? A, right? And we also have the A and the Y. That's also what? A. And it doesn't end there. We also have another one, the A with a space and the what? The A. So this one, an example for this one is what? Rain. Rain. An example for A can be clay. An example for this one can be cake, like the cake you eat. So can you see? That's the reason you do not what? Show the child or teach the child to make this as what? A. So your child should be able to blend to read A as A and E forming what? A sound, the A and the A, like rain, A as clay, A as cake. Do you understand? So I have with me here all the flashcards. So the first stage is teaching the single sounds. The single sounds I mean are what? The A, B, K, D. What sound does the alphabet make? That's exactly what the child should learn, because this is how your child learns to read. So they should be able to blend to read. So the first stage is teaching them the 26 what? Sounds. So we have the B, right? So instead of knowing this as B, they should know this as what? B. So instead of knowing this as V, they should know it as what? V, right? Good. Instead of knowing this as X, they should know this as what? X. So you need to explain to them the sound. Now, when the child has learned all of these, remember to always make sure that they can say it at random. So I can just pick up this one and tell the child, what sound is this? And the child is telling me what? Right? Instead of what? N. So let's assume the child has learned all of these sounds in here, in their sounds and not the alphabet. The next thing you want to do is this. So I'm going to be getting up to explain it. You are going to extract all the vowel sounds from that consonant, from all the, you're going to separate it from the 26 sounds. Okay, so over here, you're going to have the A, the E, O, and the what? The A sound. Okay, so you're going to do what? Differentiate them. Okay, so let's assume we have what? Differentiated the vowel sounds from the consonants. All you need to do is to go into what? Consonant vowel blends. Now, consonant vowel blends are, this is the way you find it. So we have this one here. I make flashcards for all of them, right? So over here, we have gone with this. So I'm going to be getting the B and A, the B and E. So I'm going to do like a chart or a flashcard as I have here with me. You can see this is the A part of it. I already have a flashcard for it. So we go what? B. A is what? Ba, right? So after this, I will come over here and do K and A, Ka, D, and A, Da, F, and A, Fa, G, and A, Ga. So I will do this and come over here and do the same thing again. Okay, so most times this one, I usually skip this because it goes as Ke, right? Some of them, you see some book will go Se, some will go what? Ke. So for me, I don't introduce this for now. So we kick off. And then we come over here, the same thing. Okay. Now we have seen, I have separated all the vowels and we have the word consonant. So I'm blending the consonant and the vowel. So when you have something like and this is what? The consonant. This is the word consonant and this is the word vowel. So this forms what you have as CV blends. So which is consonant vowel blends. Now I will advise that you make a flashcard. So when you look at this one here, I've already done, this is the color green and it goes for all the A bit of it. So I have this as Da, I have this as Fa, and I have Ga. Can you see? Like that. The Ha is over here, Ka, La, Ma. I have this up to what? Z. When the child is done blending this, please don't show the child that this is A is what? Na. No. You tell the child, what sound is this? And what sound is this? A. So the child is going to blend and A forms what? Na. Again, Na. That's how you teach the child. Then you come over here. When the child is conversant with this blends, you come over to the air bit of it. So I have this with the color pink, so I don't confuse the child. Remember, this is like a sea green and this is what? Pink. So I have this as be, b. And you tell the child, what sound is this? B. And what sound is this? And now let's blend it. It goes be, again, be. Now let's go faster. Be. Now when you're blending with your child, be very, very patient. This can take like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month for the child to be able to blend. You don't need to be frustrated. You don't need to be so impatient with the child, because if the child misses to blend, you're not going to start. You don't teach the child that every word the child sees is sight words. You want the child to spell cat, C-A-T, cat. No, D-O-G, dog. No, 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 no. That's really, really totally wrong. You should teach the child the act of blending. And when the child knows how to blend, automatically when the child sees 4 or 5 letter words, the child should be able to break it down to blend, right? So you come over here to the air part of it, and when you're done with that, you come over here to the E part of it. So I have this color for the E. E, it goes what? White. So you can see, I'm also telling the child, so in the morning, like a routine, the child has learned this one, the child has learned the air bit of it, and the child is here. But before I come in here, I'm going to tell the child, oh, what sound is this? Can you blend this for me? Nah, okay. And then I'm going to come over here. Oh, what about this one? This is what? There. Good job. So I'll have to go back again to do like a reinforcement, and then I come over to the E part. So I'm telling the child again, we are going from the beginning over there, but A is what? B. In fact, by the time you're here, the child already has learned the act of blending. Doing this one, the O part and the A bit of it is going to be like a walk away, because they have already learned the process from this one and this one. So you have the flashcards. When you're done with this one, the next thing you move on is the all part. So, and all goes what? Ha, good. And what about this one? Z. All is what? Z. You're only trying to help the child to what? Blend. And that's it. When you are done, you come over to the yellow flashcard. It depends on what color yours is. And the child is also doing the same thing. Now let's assume the child has understood all these vowel blends, the consonant vowel blends. Then today I'm going to just come in and I'm doing a roundup. Oh, what sound is this? Good job. And what about this one? Amazing. Remember to always use words of affirmation to cheer the child up. Oh, what about this one? Amazing. Oh my goodness. And this one, good job. And what about what sound, what blend is this? And the child is telling you. So you're doing this at what? Random. Now this is the second stage in reading. The third stage is all about what? Adding a third consonant to these blends. Now it is no longer called CV blend. It's now going to be called CVC words. Now what is CVC words? CVC words is what we have as what? Excuse me. So I'm going to show you a description of it. So CVC is what? Consonant, vowel, consonant. Okay. So I have a consonant, for instance, I have D as my consonant, right? And A as my what? Vowel. And what? D again as my what? Consonant. So this is what? C. This is what? V, and this is what? C. So this is consonant, vowel, consonant, what? Word. So now because I have done this, I want the child to learn to blend it. All I'm going to do, I will use my red, and I'm going to say, you already know what D and A is. So what is D and A? It goes what? Da. Good job. So we have da and D. When you blend them together, it forms what? Da, D. Again, da, D. Now let's say it slowly. Dad. Amazing. Now let's go faster. Dad. Again, dad. Again, dad. Now let's go on to this word that is always everywhere. We have the word here as what? Cat. So we go k and a, and we have t. So you tell the child, okay, what blend? But they've already learned this blends from here. So you tell the child, what blend is this one? The first two is what? Ka. Amazing. Now we're going to be adding the last sound. What sound is this one? T. Good job. Now let's blend these two together. Ka. T. Again. Ka. T. Now let's blend it slowly. Cat. Again. Cat. Now let's go faster. Cat. Again. Cat. Again, cat. So we have this one as what? Dad. Again, dad. And this one, cat. Again, cat. So that's how you teach a child to read. You teach a child to read using the act of blends. Let's assume you are done with this one. You come over here, you add single sounds to it. Whether it makes sense or not, you just add the last sound so they can understand the act of blending that leads into what? Reading. That's the third stage in reading. The fourth stage in reading is you're gonna start making these words, turn them into what? Sentences. You're gonna be using 3-letter words to form what? Sentences. Before you move on, as you're teaching them 3-letter words to form sentences, You are calling out these words for them as spelling tests. So it's not enough that the child knows how to read, it is enough that the child knows how to spell it, right? So today, we're going to be having spelling words, and you hold your card. Okay, number 1, dog. The child is listening. Dog. Listen to the first 2 sounds before you write. Dog. And the child is going dog. He already knows the. Is what? Dog. And the child goes g. It goes what? Dog. Good. And the child is writing it. Now, I want to sound a note of warning before I move on in the next video, how to include tricky words and 4-letter blends. You don't just start teaching a child to read just like that. After this one, there's a next stage in reading. But before the next stage, there's something that most schools or most parents would always make as a mistake, which is using this sound here, calling it B, like B-E, B. No. This is a sight word. M-E, me, is a sight word. W-E, we, is a what? Sight word. G-O, go. N-O, no. S-O, so. All these are what? Sight words. Sight words are tricky words. They are words that you don't spell them the way it is pronounced. Because you're teaching the act of blending, this should not come in. As simple as B-E-B means, you don't teach a child to start spelling B-E-B. The child should understand B, E as be. So when you want to add the sound to it, it goes bet, bet. Okay? The same thing here. You don't teach a child M-E-Me first. You first of all establish the fact of blending your consonant vowel, and the child should know and e. Instead of me, it should be me. So when you add to it, it goes me, men, met, met. Do you understand? Then W-E. It shouldn't be said as we for now. They will get to a stage where they are very, very grounded with consonant vowel blends before you bring in tricky words. So you have W-E as what? We. No. It should be on the first stage as wet. So when you're adding to it, it becomes what? Wet. 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 Do you understand? The same thing to go. G-O. Go. Yes, we know it is go. But your child who is learning to read and blend should not know it as go first. It should be as go. Or go, okay? Go, or go. And then when you are blending it, go, or go. If you add what to it, it becomes what? God. When you add the to it, it becomes what? God. Do you understand? Then we come over here to N-O, no. They shouldn't learn it as no for this stage. It should be no. So when you add to it, it becomes not, okay? The same thing to what? So. So these are the way we handle kids in the act of reading. The first stage is they should blend it with consonants and the vowel first before you introduce tricky words. Tricky words again are words that you don't write or spell the way it is pronounced. Those are called heart words. You just have to learn them by sight. You learn them by heart. And most times I always introduce kids to spelling them with the letter names, not with a sound now, so you don't conflict their reading. Okay, so if you have any question, this is not for kids. All the videos on how to teach your child, all I have done for the child part of it is there in the video. It's just down in my channel. All you need to do is to click on it and show the child, and the child learns along. Okay, I've done an animated video for it, and I've also done a part where I am teaching the child. Now, if you need more questions, you need questions for me, please, the comment section is open, because this is not a video meant for kids. All videos meant for kids, YouTube automatically shuts down the comment section. You can only like and share. But now, because this is a video not for kids but for parents, school owners, and probably adults, okay, who would see this as really, really helpful, you can put down a comment, and yes, when I see it, I'm going to reply you. Now, this is like I've taught you. The first stage is teaching a child the single sounds, which are these sounds like this. This next stage is doing the consonant vowel blends. Try to make a flashcard with different colors this way, like what I have here. Okay, that's it. And this one, that's the second stage. The third stage is bringing in the word single sound CVC to blend with this one. That's calling it 3-letter words. Okay, and when you're done with that, the fourth stage is please, whatever you have learned here, let a child, you call it as a spelling word to the child to begin to what? Spell it. It's not enough knowing how to read it, it is actually enough spelling it. So you're doing like a spelling test for the child. And the fourth one is where we have the tricky words combining with the initial consonant blend and final consonant blend. That will come up in the next video. I don't want this video to be so long so you can really understand this. Okay, so this is the end of my video, and I'm going to see you in the next video where I explain the next stage in teaching a child to read. Please, there's a key word here I want you to take, and that is what? Be very patient. Don't rush your child. Don't be impatient, because the act of blending is something that can take 2, 3, 4 weeks. Please be very, very patient. But when the child has understood how to blend, your child is on a way to learn how to read and write. So from this point, I'm going to be saying congratulations to you, because I know from henceforth, after watching this video, you're going to be putting this to practice, and we're going to be having more children in the world that can read, that can write, and can do it confidently and independently. All right then, well done everybody, and thank you very much for sticking through all through this channel, following through my page, and I'll see you in the next video. Please, if you have not subscribed, remember to subscribe, like this video, and share. Bye.